Okay, so welcome to the second project for the Computer Fundamentals course, Streaming Video Services. I have the instructions printed, so I will follow those. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to go File and Save As, and we are going to Browse, and I'm going to pick my documents. So I'm going to change this here. It would say your first and last name. So you're just going to take away any numbers here so that you just have an underscore 2. That's it. That's what Sam needs in order for you to submit it for grading. So you hit save and then you see the name change up here. Okay, so step 1 says you are writing a research paper for your media and communications course. The paper summarizes trends in streaming video services and must be written in the MLA style. Change the citations and bibliography style of the document to MLA. So we're going to go to References. The style is here in Citations and Bibliography. Right now it's APA. We're going to click on the drop-down box and change it to MLA. Okay, step 2, modify the first body paragraph. The rising popularity, ... satellite subscription services. So they're telling you what the beginning and the ending of this paragraph looks like so you can find it in the document. So that's the rising popularity. And after the ellipsis, it is satellite subscription services. So this is the one they're talking about. And it says modify the first body paragraph by changing its font to Times New Roman. So to change the whole thing, I'm going to highlight it. And I can change the font here, or I can go up to the Home tab. And I go Times New Roman. Font size to 12. And a line spacing to double. Here we go, this guy with the space, the arrows, and 2 means double. And it says no blank space after paragraph. So you find this by going to your drop-down group here, and in this spacing group here, we are going to look for no blank space after a paragraph. So after it says 8, so I'm going to go down till I get to 0. So that's step 2 done. Step 3, update the normal style to reflect the changes made to the first body paragraph. Okay, so while this is still highlighted, I am going to go up while I'm on the Home tab here to the normal style. Now I'm going to right click, and the first option is update normal to match selection. So that updates this normal selection, this normal formatting in here to match what you changed your first body paragraph to look like. So everything changes because everything was already in the normal style. Step 4, apply the updated normal style to the first 4 paragraphs in the document from Nina Sanchez to 20 February 2021. So this may not look like 4 paragraphs, but if you hit your enter button at all to go to a new line, it is considered a paragraph. You can also check to see if there's a paragraph by looking at your paragraph marks here, and you can see if you have the backwards P, that represents the end of a paragraph. So as you can see, everything else changed when you updated normal style except these guys. So you're going to highlight these, and it tells you to apply. So by applying, you're just going to click on the normal. Step 5, insert a right-aligned header with Sanchez as the header text, followed by a plain page number, and then close the header and footer tab. Okay, so to do this, we're going to go to Insert, we're going to go Header, but it doesn't ask for a preset header. So we're going to go down to Edit Header, and it wants us to make a right align. So right now you're left aligned. So we're going to go to the Home tab, we're going to right align, and I'm going to go ahead and write Sanchez, make sure you spell it right. You don't bold the font that you're typing in, they have it bolded in the instructions to show you what you have to type. So now it says followed by a plain page number. To do that, you're going to hit your space bar, then you're going to go back to your header and footer tools that opened up here once you clicked Insert and Edit Header. You're going to go over to page number. From the current position gallery, these are page margin gallery, bottom of page gallery, top of page gallery, you're going to choose current position. You don't want it to go anywhere else on the page. And it says choose the plain number. There we go. Okay, so step 6, create a first line indent of 0.5 inches for all the body paragraphs, beginning with the rising popularity and ending with keep cutting the cord. Okay, so it says for all the body paragraphs, so it starts with the rising popularity and ends with keep cutting the cord. So we're going to have to highlight all of it. Now I'm still in my header. To get out, I can close header and footer, or I could have double clicked out in the body. Alright, so for step 6, I'm going to highlight all this, and I'm going to first line indent. You can do it 2 ways. Okay, there it is. You can do it with the top here, which you were taught on SAM. The top arrow pointing down is the first line indent. You can click and drag that to 0.5, or the more safe way to do it so that you're not just approximating where it's going to drop is you're going to go to your drop down for paragraph. In your indentation indentation section here, you're going to choose special. First line, it defaults to 0.5 inches. If your computer is set up in centimeters, you're going to see I think 1.27 centimeters. That is automatically 0.5 inches. However, if your computer is in centimeters and you're not super sure, you can type 0.5 and the double quotation mark to represent inches, and it will automatically convert for you. Okay. Okay, so step 7, on page 2 before the period in the sentence, in addition. So in addition. Here we go, in addition. So before the period in the sentence, in addition, technology companies competition for entertainment dollars. So before the period. Insert a citation to a new source using the information shown in figure 1. So I'm going to flip over my page and see that figure 1 is a website source. So I'm going to go up to references, I'm going to insert citation, and I'm going to add a new source. And I'm just going to move this up here so I can see where I'm putting it. I'm just going to follow the steps in that figure. So it says website, the author is Hart, and now make sure you spell everything right here. Tech goes Hollywood, and make sure that you capitalize what needs to be capitalized. 2020, July. Alright, so it says this is blurred intentionally because it's created by default. You don't have to worry about the tag name. So you click OK, and Hart, which is the last name of the author, shows up here. See that? You've done it correctly. Step 8, insert a citation to an existing Pew Research Center source before the period at the end of the sentence, a common complaint. Here's a common complaint, so I'm going to go down to just before the period. And I'm going to insert a citation to an existing Pew Research Center. Okay. Step 9, in the same paragraph, before the period at the end of the sentence, furthermore, here's furthermore, there we go. Insert a citation to a new source using the information shown in figure 2. Okay, so I'm going to flip over my instructions again, and now I'm going to go to figure 2, and I'm going to insert another new source. So this is familiar, we've already done this. Insert citation, add new source. This time it's not a website, it's an article in a periodical. And I've got Park J. There you go. Perfect. Okay, perfect. So I'm going to take a look over, make sure I didn't do any typos there. Alright, looks good. Click OK. Park, last name. That's what happens with your MLA style that you already set up at the very first step. Okay, step 10, insert a manual page break so that the works cited paragraph begins on a new page. So you're going to put your insertion point down here in front of works cited, and you're going to go insert a manual page break by going insert and hitting page break. There we go. Starts on a new page. Step 11, in the blank paragraph at the end of the document. So you're going to just click down here in this open white space until it clicks into where the last paragraph is already to. So after you do that, it says use the insert bibliography command to insert a list of sources without a built-in heading. Okay, so we're going to go to references, and here's bibliography, and these are your pre-formatted headings. They don't want that. They want you to just choose insert bibliography, obviously because they already gave it a title. Step 12, edit the Elwood source to enter Alicia as the author's first name. You cannot do that by just clicking here. You have to go to the master list of sources. To do that, we're going to go up to, in your References tab, to the Manage Sources. We're going to find Amy Elwood. We're going to click the Edit button, and we're going to change her name in the master list from Amy to Alicia. Then it gets updated here. We click Close. Now, it doesn't update here. So that's step 13. It tells you to update the bibliography field to reflect the edit you made to the Elwood source. So you're going to right-click anywhere in this bibliography, and you're going to click Update Field. Once you do, it changes from Amy to Alicia. So any changes you make to the master list, it needs to be updated here in the bibliography. All right, so that's the end of your project. Click your floppy disk to save it, just for, for 100% certainty, click it a few times. Make sure it's _2, and then you can submit it to Sam for grading. Great job.